возникла идея собрать команду из выдающихся людей, чтобы однажды они могли сразиться там, где мы бессильны.
I think our job is to make sure that all of our movies feel new and feel different. I've been making Marvel movies for almost 12 years. If they all felt the same, it wouldn't have lasted this long. Iron Man is a very different movie from Thor, which is a very different movie from Captain America, which, as you say, is a very different movie from Spider-Man or Avengers. Sometimes they can feel different because they're funnier, or sometimes our movies can be darker and can be more serious. What I like is you can't really expect or know when we're going to do that. Keep people unexpected. The Iron Man 3 storyline, the next Thor movie, is going to do very unexpected things with those characters, with new filmmakers on both those movies, for exactly that reason, to keep sort of changing them so that the audiences don't get too comfortable or too familiar with them. So there's always something new and unexpected in them. Not all of our movies will require as many visual effects or as many computer effects as some of the other ones, but the Marvel characters, it always has to be story first, character first. Indiana Jones is one of my favorite movies of all time. You know, that's one of the reasons I wanted to do the Captain America movie as a period piece, is because I said, look at when I was a kid, I didn't even really comprehend that Raiders was a period piece. I just knew it was a great big adventure movie. So those movies are always the inspiration that we look towards to make ours. You know, we get lots of research that tells us what segments of the population are going to the movies, and thankfully, you know, there are, frankly, it's some of the younger kids that are not going to the movies as much because they have the Facebook and they're on computers and they're playing video games. The older people do tend to still come to movies. The good thing about it is now there are just more choices. You can go see a movie on an IMAX screen, you can see it in 3D, you can go see Avengers in 2D if you want to. They're the choices. You know, it just varies from film to film, right? Sometimes Bourne Identity fights are so shaky and stuff, and I love them. But sometimes you can't quite tell what's going on. Joss Whedon, our director on Avengers, didn't want it to be like that. You just have to find the appropriate way that can best tell that story. Joss Whedon prefers the movie in 3D to 2D because he loves how immersive it is and feeling the characters and Thor's hammer coming out at you and the aliens coming out at the end at you. You know, before we start any 3D movie, we allow the director and the cinematographer to test various equipment. And we did a test on Avengers that we actually used as if you watch the Thor movie, sit through all the credits, you'll see a little scene at the end of the credits. Joss Whedon shot that scene with 3D cameras, and he just didn't like the experience. We showed him how you can convert a shot with time, with the right amount of time and the right amount of money, and they look identical. People try to say, well, you know, conversion isn't as good as shooting with it. If you take the time and you spend the money, they can look identical. And Joss just preferred using the 2D cameras, and the way they wanted to compose the movie and some of the shots were just better, he felt, to be used with 2D rigs. So it always comes down to what this filmmaker chooses.
Я все еще верю в героев.
Мстители. Так мы себя называем. Типа самые могучие герои планеты Земля.
У меня есть армия.
А у нас Халк.